Chachaji's cup came out of not my experience, but indirectly out of an experience of my mother's. My mother was a teenager at the time of partition, and she had had a best friend who was a Muslim girl who left with her family to go to Pakistan. And my mother never saw her again. And you know, they were both probably a bit older than the child in Chachaji's cup, but they had been good friends. And my mother felt that was a deep loss. The friend's brother came back and visited them before they all left, before the family left, and returned some books that my mother had given her friend. And she'd inscribed a message in the book, and they were worried about carrying these books that had a Hindu name inscribed on the front page. And it was just a very scary time, I think, in the country as a whole. And my mother has always seen that as an unfinished chapter in her own personal story. And I wanted to write to that, to speak to that in some way, because coming to the US, I had friends who were Pakistani Americans, I had friends who were Indian Americans, and for my generation, it was a different kind of story. It was a part of history. And so I started thinking, well, for the next generation, it won't even be there if we never talk about it. And we're good about talking to kids about the parts of history that are glorious and heroic and wonderful, and that's good. We should do that. But I think we should also talk to them about the times that were difficult and dangerous and scary, because we don't really want them to go there in their lives. And it is very easy for people to see each other as the enemy. And I wanted to address that in some way. And so I told the story, and because it was for me a story handed down from a generation ago, it became for the boy in the story a tale handed down from 2 generations before. And it made sense to show it in that way.